Should maybe see in the title of this video, maybe think I'm gonna like share some insane insider document about Grow Garden, but I'm not. And don't ask why I have 2 million coins there. I have 2 million monies because one of my friends gave me a thing in this game, and so yeah, because they were in the game, so I decided to join them. But this video is trying to show that Grow Garden might be one of the lowest quality games to ever be on the front page. Alright, let's look at this. This right here is the tree map. Sure, this looks pretty good, I would say. Looks pretty nice. And then you look at the fact that it's all literally just a few objects. You can make this in block 8. Block 8. Now the things like this you couldn't make in block 8, but you can make them in Electro Diamond. Yes, Electro Diamond. You can make these things in Electro Diamond. And then, but the other thing is, we're not really going to talk about designs because models are not normally very important. We're going to be looking at the scripts to show the actual quality of the game. But quality is subjective, a lot of people would say. But yes, yes, quality is subjective. Something that can be objective about quality is how many lines of code a game has. And we can predict that. We don't exactly know, but we can predict that based on everything in the game. And now I'm not going to say an exact number, but I'm just going to say, like, we're going to compare it to Pet Simulator. That's what we're going to do. Are you okay with that? So, alright, so let's go ahead and look at the seed shop real quick. Okay, UI. It's pretty well designed. It has this, like, flicker and then change it to the actual thing there, seed. Which is not too hard, but it is a cool thing. And I would say that it's not evil. But, yeah. It's not that bad. This is right here. Their design team, their modeling team is probably their best team. But okay, so yeah, now looking at Steven. We're gonna talk to Steven. We're gonna sell. Okay, yeah, this is just a bunch of stuff, and then you just ask, and like it only shows you what like. Yeah, okay, so it just has a bunch of like AI. Things, not AI, just like a bunch of quotes that it has, and then you can fill in those quotes. So that's not hard to make. At most, the UI, at most like those entire 2 stands, have everything in them. 300, 400 lines of code, maybe 500 if we're on a good day. But then let's look at the gardens themselves, the seeds. So each seed has different levels of things, and they grow in 2 different models. Well, the models can be saved, and they grow at a certain rate. There's a flat rate. What about the different, like, excuse math dot random? What about like golden stuff, like a golden coconut right there? Use math dot random. It's not too difficult, I would say, and their weight is most likely linear, exponential, or logarithmic. If it's not, then they put a specific number in for every single weight it could be, which is not a good idea. You would need like 20 module scripts, and that's really, 20 module scripts probably, and it's really not a good thing, ever. And so, okay. And the thing is, so yeah, but then, so the modeling team was pretty good, I would say, but their modeling team was their best team. Then they have the pets. This is like one of their best pets or something, but well, it is one of their best pets. Their pet models are not as basic as their plant models. Once again, we're not going to talk about plant models, but it's not as basic as their plant models. So, but their pets, like pet effects, are almost always just things that are just in the code, just random things. They're almost always flat. They could be leveling, and there could be specific things for levels. Oh, gear shop. It's a gear shop. We'll go ahead and check that out real quick. And yeah, no, pet eggs. That's not really a cool thing. Cosmetics and crafting. That is sort of interesting, but we're gonna look at this. daily quest in your shop, not really anything. Okay, so if you look at this, now this is where they put their modeling per person or team, because they actually needed to do stuff for that. Oh my god. Sign crate? Sign crate. Oh my god, that's actually sort of sick. And alright, so they have these buttons UI, which isn't that hard to make. The UI is not too hard to make, I would say. But alright. And then we're gonna look at the shop for monetization. And well, so currently all the things that appears in the Pet Simulator. Now Pet Simulator is also a pretty basic game for its popularity. But Pet Simulator is much more content. Like, it has an entire world, and the modeling team is undoubtedly better. But let's go ahead and look at the shop. Okay, so eggs, chests, and seed packs. I was gonna say this is not as bad as Pet Simulator. Oh, this is like actually worse. This is like almost the exact same. This is literally the exact same. What is going on? And then you have all the pet things. Cosmetics. Oh my god, the shop is almost as bad, if not worse, than Pet Simulator. I would say it's about almost. It's not as bad, but it is almost as bad. But oh my god, these two things in particular. They say new and they say limited time. Those are like the best things for marketing. Now, Pet Simulator doesn't say limited time for the eggs that it has, but so well, and yes, well, it doesn't say it. It's implied, but this is almost worse. Almost worse. And at this point, there's not much more to talk about because this is such a simple game. But there's also the events and stuff like that. That's another argument. Well, these events, this is another thing. It's not a collidable, I'm pretty sure. Like, what the heck is that? And so, as you can see, look at that. Like, all of these, they don't seem to be that insane. And so, yeah, okay. There's not anything more to talk about. Which is why, goodbye, people. And please come back to see Shadow Milk Cookie talk again. Or not. Or just never come back. Or just, yeah. If anybody comes to see this video for randomly, fun fact. No. Yeah, no, you're not gonna watch this video, so goodbye.